Right, we are here at Success Stud catching up with Mark Barton. Firstly, hello, Barton.
G'day, mate. How are you?
And Jackie Gibson, welcome back.
Thank you, Paul. How are you?
Very well. This is a take two because I didn't hit the record. People get used to me doing these things, so when you have to work with a professional with it, it's a beautiful day, beautiful almost summer's day, end of spring day here. The weather's really turned it on and the place looks outstanding.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Paul. And all of that, the garden goes to Mum. She's the gardener and she keeps us looking as good as we do.
Yeah, it does indeed. But the paddocks, as I said, 12 months ago, you know, it was wet and it was such a trying year for everyone, not just yourselves, everyone and right across the eastern seaboard. It was such a trying year this year to see your farm in the way that it is. You must be rapt.
Oh, really, really proud and so proud of the work that Jocko's done too, taking over, you know, all the farm maintenance and so on and just getting our pastures really up and cracking, and he's doing a great job with that.
He's got too much time on his hands, though. I don't know what that is all about there, but that's okay. Mark, the horses here, outstanding draft of horses to look at today. We've been spoilt with what we've been able to have a look at.
Yeah, great to see the yearlings coming along. I guess start with the IC families. You've had a terrific run on the racetrack. Let's talk about that first.
It's just been a blast, hasn't it? It's been so good, and I'm so proud of them. And it's it's been a great couple of months for me.
Quite often gets said about buying current families, buying the right sort of stallions and the likes. Success Stud right at the minute, you are a current family. Like you've got horses going 149 and whatever, which is outstanding. You won the APG as well with one of the other breeds. I mean, winning the right races on the big stage in good time. It's just tick, tick, tick.
Yeah.
When you go to the sales, and people got the opportunity to be able to purchase horses out of these families.
Yeah, that's exactly right, and we're so proud. And it's been a build up. You know, these families they take generations to really get cracking, and we're very, very lucky. I had Grace Robinson, who was out of Jasmarilla, and Gracie got me started, and now her daughters are producing the horses as well. So very, very proud and super excited. And you know, also proud to be able to. Mark talks about fillies, buying fillies with residual value, and I think I've got a filly there that we're offering in Sydney that's going to have a fair bit of residual value there for whoever purchases her, because she'll be for genuine sale.
Yeah, and she's an absolute looker as well. She ticks all of the boxes, and as you said, it's a family that people probably can't believe they can get their hands on.
Yeah, they can, and she is an outstanding filly. She's by the stallion Better's Wish, so it's one of the first lots to go through by him, and I'm really very proud of her.
Got a couple by Better's Wish this year?
Yeah, there's another couple of fillies over there, Better's Wish too. Yeah,
absolutely. Bardo, we in harness racing, for whatever reason, don't seem to gravitate to the fillies. With your stock horse background, the Americans, the French, everywhere else we go, they love the fillies. The draft of fillies we saw over there, you'd be crazy not to even entertain them.
I know, looking in the performance horse world, it's a very competitive market to make a stallion. Try and make your mark as a stallion. And I've seen a few pretty discerning people have actually really targeted great mare families, and I'm talking in the performance horse world, and trying to make an elite female family. And I think that's what this this industry really has an opportunity to do. Great incentives in New South Wales to breed at the moment too, Jackie. So it's good opportunity, particularly to look at fillies.
Yeah, and the racing's going so well, and it is certainly a great time to be breeding and selling in New South Wales, definitely.
And we've got some positive news to come at the end of it. Your colt draft, a couple of Seasides, Treacherous, there's a couple of Crunches, there's also a Lather Up to be offered up and an Art Major. I reckon I've gone pretty close then. Yeah, I think I might have gone pretty close, but they're lovely looking bunch of colts.
They are. There's not much between them all, is there? No. They're good styles of horses. Very little work has been done on their legs. They're all clean going chaps. They're good. They're all up there, really feeling the summer heat at the moment, and feeling their oats, as we say. So yeah, now it's just a case of coasting through till we get through to lock-up time, which will be round about Australia Day.
Bardo, it's a funny date, that we'll bring that date up in a minute as well. But we're able to come back to these farms over and over again, which makes it a lot easier. There was a colt up there that we actually saw as a foal this time last year, pretty much.
Yeah,
and
Treacherous colt.
Yeah, to see the development in him. I mean, he's got the bloodlines. It's exciting to see him in sale, but it's also just exciting just to see their progression, isn't it?
I think when you go through a paddock full of mares and you think, what's that?
Yeah.
And then you come back and think, that's him again. And the Treacherous colt. He's obviously one of the showpieces, but you've got a three-quartered, I believe, a beautiful Captain Crunch colt there that he's going to look a picture on sale day as well.
He is. He's very special, that horse, and he just has something about him that makes you look at him not once but twice.
Yep.
He's a beautiful nature, and lovely length of rein, as we talk about, good scope on him. Yeah, really very proud to offer him for sale.
And we talked about it before, the people that get horses out of the yearling sales, they'll have had 3 full preps before they get to sale time. So a lot of the hard work, they've got great manners, they understand what it's about before they actually get the harness put on.
Oh, absolutely. These horses, you know, there's a lot of miles go underneath them. I know that my crew that work them for me, that they're walking and they're showing them all different things. And, you know, by the time they load on the trucks and they get down there to Sydney, and after that Sydney sale weekend, when they've, you know, might have had 60 inspections on one day, they come out like aged horses. They know, they're educated.
And Jackie, with the change of seasons, Breeders' Crowns finish most of the bigger races. I know there's an Inter-Dominion about to start, but a lot of people won't be campaigning horses there. Good weather, great time of year. They're not. Get out here and have a look at them. It's something that a lot of the big buyers say to us, Barto, is important.
Yep.
Come and have a look at them. But don't just say, right, I'll tick those off the box. That'll do. Come and have a look at them a couple of times. Make the effort.
Yeah, they do. And that's starting to come round now. We see the more prominent trainers will come round this time of year, look at the foals, and then they'll look at the yearlings, and then what they're looking at, they've already seen as foals, as Mark said. So they're watching their progression through. A couple of them asked me just to do a few photos through the year as well of anything that they may have marked, and that's really great.
Yep, and if they don't know you, ring you and just ask for it, because it's something that you want to encourage. We want more people to come and have a look at them.
Yeah, exactly, and that's my relaxation, is to go out of an afternoon with my camera. I love that. So, you know, don't feel as if you're being an imposition or anything like that. You know, I'll shoot out and grab photos all the time. I love it.
Very good. Now, Jack, we're going to have to get you to put a different hat on as well. Your Menangle hat in a way, although this is right across the board, Bardo, some really exciting news to announce. With stake money, racing dates, and how the 2024 racing season and sales season is going to look. Yeah,
look, we've worked obviously with HRV to run in conjunction with our April sales. So the 13th, Saturday the 13th of April, will be the finals of our third Nutrien Race Series, so the Classic Race Series. What we can announce now is anyone that's bought horses prior to this, there will be an increase to original prize pool. So the original 2-year-old pacing fillies and colts were racing for $175. That's been increased to $250,000 each race.
So that's $250,000
per race, as well as heats on top of that. So $10,000 heats. There'll be heats in Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria for the 2-year-old pacing fillies and colts.
So that's for the 2-year-olds?
Yep.
So they go to $250,000. That's Jackie Small.
and
Isn't that great?
That's even the ones they bought off you last year they would have anticipated $175. That's been increased by $75,000 per race, plus the heats money on top of that. And
the finals will be in Victoria on the 13th?
Yes.
In Victoria, the heats will be the Thursday before, which I think is the 4th. Don't quote me on that one. I'm pretty sure it's the 4th, though, is the Thursday. But with Bathurst, another sale that we actually sell at and prepare and want to encourage people to buy at, being in between that to make it a little bit easier, come up with a plan to make it better for the Victoria, for the New South Wales and Queensland.
We're obviously waiting to have these signed off in Queensland and New South Wales, but looking to run heats for our finals on the 12th, Tuesday the 12th of March, which is a fortnight before Bathurst, to allow those horses to qualify for the finals. We'll also have heats for the 2-year-old fillies and colts for paces in Brisbane, with the winner of each heat invited down to the finals for those 2-year-old finals in Melton.
Wow.
Yep. And all heats will be over the short for the 2-year-olds.
Correct.
The final will be over the middle distance at Melton, which is at 2240 metres from memory.
Yeah, so we can stay consistent with the New South Wales rules. We can't race more than a mile in the on the baby. So all the heats for the 2-year-olds will be over the short distance. All trotting heats and finals will be in Victoria, and they'll all be over the distance.
Yep. Just the reason for going to the distance is actually to be able to allow, I think, 2 more horses start.
Yep, 12 finalists, not 10.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, so if people are wondering why that is, it's strategic, is to give everyone a chance, or more people a chance.
We want more horses in the final. We want full fields as our aim.
Spoke on the trotters. We'll stay with the 2-year-old trotters if you like. There's a stakes increase there with those as well.
Yep, 62.5 last year is going to go to 75,000. So for those that do have to travel for heats and finals, there's a top up in those, by what's that, 12,500 to make sure there's a little bit more incentive. But the other exciting one, 125,000 3-year-old finals for the trotters, which I think was one of the richest.
It was the richest single-sex race. It's a bit of for trotters.
Yep,
age trotters. Sorry.
And we've increased that to 150,000.
Yes.
So,
wow.
3-year-old trotting fillies and colts will race for 150. Same thing. We'll do all of the trotting heats and finals will be in Victoria and all over the middle distance.
Yep.
And we will have heats in Victoria and New South Wales for the 3-year-old places. They've raced previously for 100,000, but that's increased to 150,000.
So another increase.
It just astounds me, doesn't it? Like that we're increasing, and you've signed up for something for 175, but wait, no, we're going to give you more money. That is just fantastic, and for the Nutrien guys to work so hard, and they do work so hard to get these increases for us. It's phenomenal.
Yep.
Look, I think the one thing we were really committed, whatever we generate from the sales and from sustaining payments, with the support of HRV this year, we just want to make sure it's transparent. Whatever we generate, it goes back into the races, nowhere else.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. 1.25 million. It's a great race night.
That's going to be a fantastic, and I am super excited. I just think it's so great for people that have already brought their yearling last year. Extra money, and they didn't know about it. How good is it?
And they bought it with that proviso, and that's the way that it will work in the future. There's no guarantee that this will be the same prize money the year after, but people sustain, make the races sustainable.
Yep. The more horses sustain, the more we generate in sales commission, the more that goes into the pot. The other one is obviously, which has been great, HRV have also, and New South Wales where those heats are on, they've underpinned those at $10,000 heats. So you race your heat early in March, you can go to Bathurst, you can still give your horse that freshen up, and then get to the finals in Melbourne.
And that's the understanding as well, that it is a tight season and it is hard, no matter where you try to slot races
hard to fit it in.
Yep, and the coinciding with the sales series and Melbourne, it is the completion, if you like, of the Nutrien selling season as well. So, it's almost a grand final that people will gravitate. I'm sure Jackie, yourself, and a lot of people that sold in Sydney, Queensland, prior to that, Tasmania, which is on the radar as well. They, we want them there to be a part of the Nutrien experience and, experience that grand final style of event.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, those of us that have sold and finished in Sydney, we're looking for holidays to book.
Kick back and kick the heels off.
Hopefully you've had a reasonable sale and you can duck down to Melbourne and chase a few. That happened a couple of seasons ago. A good sale in Sydney, and the breeders were down there buying fillies and looking at some of the nice fillies in the Vic market. So
that's what we do. That's what you do. You start scouring the, for your next one to come in.
Yep. January 26th, Jackie said it there before, Tasmania. First year, it's going to be the first sale for the year as well. So exciting new avenue for Nutrien.
Yeah, it is. It's a small catalogue, 20-odd horses there, but a lot of good size have been represented there. And again, if they get one there they like, they can sustain it and bring it across to the mainland and race for that sort of prize money.
No, super exciting. Go to nutrienequine.com.au. Follow the sections to the Standardbred sections for all of the updates. Keep on touch with the Facebook, Twitter, Instagram accounts. You'll get all the updates there as well. There'll be plenty of photos going out for plenty of the yearlings. We want people to get out there and get into the farms. Ring Jackie, ring anyone else that you want to go and have a look at these horses and get out there and get up and about. We want people to be excited about the sale series.
Oh, absolutely. And why wouldn't you be excited? Like when you guys told me about the increase before, it was like, really? Isn't that great? I just think it's fantastic.
Yeah, it is, and it's going to be super exciting for especially a lot of downturn about the stake money. This is positive and a great upturn.
And Brisbane catalogues are now at Albion Park Track. Their mailing list for those Brisbane buyers have already been sent out. So you get to the, if you want to go to the Inter-Dominion, you'll be able to see catalogues there for that catalogue, 70-odd horses. And then we roll on into Tasmania in the new year, obviously with the first of our sale series.
And pre-register, Barto. One thing you definitely have to get out there, that people, if you are after credit, if you want to get your number hooked up, please contact Gemma or Mark or follow the links on the page. Get in touch, get it started, get the ball rolling.
If we had our credit organised from last year, do we have to then redo it for this year?
No.
This is if somebody else has already done their paperwork.
If you've got a line of credit set, Really,
right.
all we'll do is just confirm that suits the the trading limit
Yep.
you had, all right. And we want to treat it more like a VIP line. You've already done it.
Yep.
Let us know you're coming. We'll have all your bid card ready for you. Just sign on the day, say acknowledge our terms and conditions, and go and look at the horses. We want you down the stables,
Perfect.
not lined up to establish a line of
Yeah,
credit.
that's great.
So just let us know you're coming, and we'll make sure that we reactivate what's already put in place.
And if there's any queries, ring Mark Barton or
Yep.
Gemma Smallmon. The numbers will be at the end. There'll be in the links underneath. Get in touch with them as well.
Absolutely.
Guys, thank you. Jackie, thank you for the hospitality. Thank you for lunch as well.
More than welcome, anytime at all.
Mark Barton still hasn't had a coffee with you.
No, he hasn't. And anyway, maybe next time.
Yeah, we'll try and work that one out.
Always out through here. I've got to get lambs out most weeks, so it's something we're always not far away.
But
It's a busy place here, though, too.
But I thank you.
Good,
We've got plenty
thank
going
you.
on, mate, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Mate, it'll come around very quickly, so make sure you get everything organised before Christmas. So
Sounds good.
Thanks, mate.
Perfect.